Hey there, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. My name is Rick and I have some good news. I graduated from my high school, so I got more time to put in KSP videos when my girlfriend, of course, is nagging me. I gotta make sure that she doesn't hear this, but you know, I've been busy. I've been going well lately and let's get to it, right? We expanded a lot of the Xenotech facilities now that we're officially on board. We got an outpost orbiting Kerbin in a low altitude orbit around 300,000. We actually expanded our Mun base, which just had a little laboratory in the first place, but now let's just show you. So yeah, we call it the Hive. Over there is the communications tower, which is going to be one of the central hubs. Over there is the flag marked for the crawler to land at later in this episode. Over there is the laboratory. And over there is rover command, which I landed recently with a rover attempt, which sadly enough failed. Which is over there. I can take Kerbal over there right now, no big deal. Let's load Bob for a little moment. There we go. So either way, we're gonna launch two things today. First off, we're going to launch a new laboratory because this old laboratory over there has had an error inside it, so in just a matter of days it's going to stop transmitting and stop doing scientific stuff. So we're going to send a new model of laboratory up there. And then the long-awaited launch of the crawler is finally going to take place. Yes, we're going to launch the big mobile moon base today. I'm pretty excited. I mean, I spent a long time designing it, and I'm pretty anxious to finally get it to the moon. Either way, so we're at the rover now. Oh, perfect landing, of course. I designed this to be launched from Kerbin and then landed at the moon with the rover command. And easily dropped off and have this as, you know, as a taxi for people, but for some reason it never really decided to move. So I decided to keep it around as the Rodeo rover, you know, mounting a giant bull. So at least Kerbals can have some enjoyment on the moon. Right, let's get Bill back to his tasks in the laboratory module. He's got to keep an eye on stuff in case it starts to break down further easier than we expected. So yeah, further plans are maybe get a ship into orbit somewhere around the moon, like a satellite or something. Maybe go looking for some Easter eggs on the moon. I mean, there's like 6 of them, so who knows? Next time I will be standing next to the Neil Armstrong Memorial or one of the monoliths. Right, so we're back at the laboratory now. Bob really needs to work on his landings. Oh well, he'll be stuck up here for a while, so that won't be a problem. Alright, let's get back to the Space Center, to the vehicle assembly building, and load up the... no, not Mun outpost. Yep, there it is, Munar lab. Right, so big rocket. Basically, this is all there is to it. Pretty sleek design. Not too big. Some scientific equipment on there. Some communication things just for the look of it. Yeah, we're going to be flying this into an orbit and then to the moon. It's not too hard. I mean, I've checked it. It works, so we're good to go. I do want to try to keep the video short though, so you'll just see me taking off and then skipping to the moon orbits when we're taking landing. Right, so launching in pitch black. here we go. So I'm pretty excited about the upcoming 0.21 updates. I've taken a look at the new Space Center pictures, which are totally amazing. I'll post a link in the description for you guys so you can have a look yourself if you haven't yet. I really recommend it because it's an epic sight to see. And yeah, let's go to the moon. So we're at the dark side of the moon right now. I just toggled the solar panels to get some electric charge for the electric struts. We're in an orbit with an apoapsis of 100,000, so we'll be making a landing soon. There's the hive, which is the nickname I gave the base. It's, you know, kind of control base and the hive of operations, stuff like that. Let's just get around, get down. Let's be smart about this. Retoggle the solar panels so we don't lose them during our descent. That would be a shame. Right, so I'm gonna insert a maneuver node about here. That should do it. Now to find the maneuver node. There it is. Should do a quick little burn to see when we should start the burn, because these maneuver nodes work rather well. I heard Scott Manley say that once. He said that maneuver nodes work with instant change of delta V. So you should start your burn 50% before the node and 50% after the node in order to go exactly to the point where the node says you'd actually end up. Which is pretty interesting information. Thanks to my little burn tests, I should start burning at about now. 17 seconds, 8 seconds to node. We'll get there pretty fast. There we go. Initial descent. Now all that's left to do, slow down, land near the base. So for that I'll insert a maneuver node right here. Now we wait for the node. Slow down and burn a little bit in order to stay in the middle of the node. Make sure nothing's overheating. Really important, of course. There we go. Done that. No, don't focus on the moon. There we go. Another node. Throw us back to over there. It seems too easy to use these maneuver nodes, but I find this to be extremely useful when you're not that used to Kerbal Space Program yet. and not too accustomed to calculating all those small changes and knowing exactly where to turn. So, in my opinion, you shouldn't be ashamed of yourself if you want to use these nodes. I also like them because they give me an idea of what to expect. So I can really go nuts and, hey, what would happen if I go here and there? And it really helps you find those optimal curves, starting positions to go to other planets. Right, so we're coming in about 18 kilometers above the base right now. In theory, we should be able to make a close landing now. Yeah, that looks promising. Alright, start burning again. And we're 10 kilometers above the base now, 11 kilometers height. I'm just gonna do this manually now. I mean, we can't ever land that far away now. Throw the SAS on. Going on 50 meters per second, we can make it. I'm going to start doing my burn to decrease my speed now. Doing okay on fuel, not fantastic, but nothing we can't handle. Little visual glitch over there. Going to ditch this stage now, because we don't need it anymore. I'm going to use the last remnants of the fuel to float myself to the communications tower. Oh. Damn it. Right, well, I'll do a quick load and I'll get back to you when I'm on the ground. So here we are on the moon. There's the communications tower, there's rover command. Looking pretty good. Detaching the last engines, and there we go. Talk with the communicatron. It's in a vision, but who cares? Lab's done. Lab's ready. So now we can go over to the old lab. Remove Bill from this faulty laboratorium. Oh wait, I forgot a very important step. The renaming of this vessel. Rename it from Laboratory to Abandoned Laboratory. There we go. Out you go. And let's get you over to your new posting. I'll get rid of the debris soon, some way. not really a big priority right now. Right, so we climb up the ladder now. And he's looking at the stars. And he doesn't have any snacks left. Poor guy. So yeah, this is where we will be conducting experiments. First of all, using fuses. Actual fuses. Groundbreaking technology, guys. Let's activate the sciencey stuff. And then the solar panels for energy. Huh. That's honestly the first time I've ever seen this happen. My Communitron 16 should retract it. I got an idea. I want to fix this. Because it is odd. That was the weirdest thing so far. There we go. Munar Labratory crashed into the moon. I noticed that, because the lab was in the moon. For some reason. Now the fuel tank crashed. Yay, more debris. By the way, this is also quite interesting. You know, you have all those icons over here. Now there's just flags. That's pretty interesting. I noticed that recently during gameplay. Kind of one of the last people to notice it, I suppose. But yeah. Using this you can single out what you can actually see on the map. Which I think is pretty cool. So let's rename the vessel to... Actually, this is good enough. Let's get back to the Space Center and get the moon base. There we go. The basic plan is get this giant beast into an orbit, refuel it, get it to the moon, and then somehow put it down without breaking everything. That's gonna be tough. I'm curious to find out if we can actually bring this to the moon. By the way, now we're on the topic of this mobile moon base. You've probably noticed that there's lots of spots that you can stuff Kerbals in. I mean, got a command module over here, hitchhiker storage over there. There's 3 more Kerbal spaces over there. There's side windows, 6 of them to be precise. So you can fit a hell of a lot of Kerbals in here. So it would have been nice to be able to launch this with the 0.21 update. You know, with the crew facility, so you can select which Kerbals go where. Either way, enough talking. Let's get this thing into the air. I'm going to presume that my staging is correct. There we go. I'll see you guys at the moon. This is it, guys. The moment of truth. Slowly coming down. No clue what's gonna happen. I have not tested this anything. Not yet. And it touches down perfectly. Need to be careful with the brakes, obviously. There we go! This is a great moment in Xenotech history. Let's get Commander Jordan out. Today we attain Kerbal dominance on the moon. Forever. It's official. Doing some nice flips while landing. Near perfect landing. Let's plant a flag to celebrate. Alright. Let's hop in our new vehicle. I'm so proud. I mean, this took me quite some time to get into good orbits and stuff like that. That's a little shot below the hood. Just a bunch of structural fuselages and those connector points. Some quantum struts which consume some electricity. Now let's turn on the lights. We barely notice them. Okay, not a major game changer. Oh yeah, I gotta remember, pressing W actually throws me back. So basically everything's inverted. Oh well, it's worth it. We are actually moving on the moon now. Let's drive over to the base and then end this video. Yeah, we got stuff deploying over here. Some clipping going on, but I don't think it'll be anything fatal. It's a little miscalculation on my part. So yeah, obviously it's not going very fast, but it'll get there. It's got this... I bet it has enough gravity so that it won't be launched into the air immediately when we take a turn. I mean, look at it. It's a giant beast made of metal. It may not be very pretty, but functional as hell. Able to take a good hit without losing any major operating capabilities. Obviously because of the way I designed the hull, which I'm quite happy with. Got a lot of luck with the landing. I'll be the first one to admit that. It's only thanks to a hell of a lot of luck that we've been able to land here on the moon. So I'm just toggling everything right now. I've packed a little communication satellite on there for emergency cases. Also, I'm gonna have to remove that other flag saying crawler landing site one day. For now, everything's great. We landed on the moon with our new base. With clipping solar panels. Look at it go. Slowly crawling alongside the moon's surface. Exactly fitting for the name crawler. By the way, this base is actually inspired by those Star Wars tanks, you know, the AT&T, I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I mean, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but once I saw one of those, it certainly inspired me to make one, a little base like this. Well, little. It's fairly large. Obviously slow as hell, but I'm happy with it. So yeah, if point 21 doesn't come out before I launch the next episode, then we'll be doing some Mun exploring with this beast. Maybe leave it alongside the Neil Armstrong Memorial. That'd be some kind of appropriate gesture towards him, wouldn't it? Leaving a giant Mun base next to him to celebrate what he did for us. There's only one awkward thing about this, and that is that I can't fast forward while this is moving over terrain, so you'll be seeing a heavily sped up video next week. If point 21 hasn't come out then. But yeah, let's just park it here for now, and it'll take forever. Another reminder to myself to be careful with the brakes. There's the moon base. This is our mobile moon base. My name is Rick. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, write a comment, send me a challenge, ask me to do something. I don't care, I love it either way. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I will see you next time.